Hello everyone, it's Model Farmer 6710. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to day 19 and the big 132 Model Farm Diorama Display. As you see, harvest is a go for sure. Also hay, lots of hay. It's good weather for hay. And there's a lot more on the straw side of things, and slurry and much more on the model farm. Let's get into it. Let's see what's happening. So starting off here in PJ's farm, as you see, his combine is out, and he's just after starting into this field. Nothing is broken down anyway, which is a good sign, but the dominator is cutting away, and it's not too bad of a crop looking from here. There's no, the crop isn't lodging as much as previous years, but no, it's a good crop and the moisture is showing quite good. It's around 15%. So the weather is perfect as well, so couldn't ask for much more. Hopefully there'll be no breakdowns, but other than that, it should be a pretty good day. The 590 is on the grain trailer here at the moment. It's currently around heading towards 12 o'clock, so we should get a good days at it. He just had a few niggly things he had to get sorted out with the combine at start, but nothing too major. The house is on hold for the moment. The 3C is still parked there. New Holland T7210 is drawing a bit of grain down the road here with the cane grain trailer. So there's obviously a bit of harvesting going on up the road there, and I think this is James and Michael's New Holland T7210. The weekend worker is drawing grain, mostly for a tillage farmer there that's looking for an extra tractor, so that's what's going on there. 1200 is parked up, as I said last episode. Won't be seeing much action of harvest, as it's more so of a cultivations tractor more than anything, but it might see a bit of straw hauling, or there's a spare tractor there anyway if PJ needs it. Heading down, there's two balers in the site here. We have a nice New Holland T6080 on the way to bale some straw with a Massey Ferguson round baler. It's actually a belt baler as well. And yeah, he's going off to bale some straw. He's after dropping the grain trailer and he's after picking up the baler now. He's going to get a good start at the baling. In Finbar's farm, as you may know, our New Holland TM140 was pulled in last episode as it overheated, and it turns out that after it done in the engine, it overheated and no water was able to get into the engine. The radiator wasn't topped up, so it'll have to be picked up at a sooner date now if the farmer can get it sorted out. But quite sad news, as it's very clean TM. It's just for a stupid little mistake that happened. But Finbar is there. He said he can park it around the side of the shed there. But I'm a bit unfortunate for that now, especially at the time of year. Things are starting to get really busy. But however, hopefully he can get a spare tractor or a loan of one. John Deere 7610 is on the hay campaign. He's doing a lot of hay at the moment. Literally all this week was baling hay. The weather's been so fine and the hay is being turned quite well. Fusion 3 is on the back and he's after coming back now. He might be heading on to another job, or he might be coming back here to the yard for a bit of tea and then head on again. But at the yard here, Michael is getting the JCB digger ready, as there's a job there a farmer wants done with a track. He wants to dig it out and lay some new gravel into it, as he wants to make a new track around the fields, which will be handy for him. And yeah, the nice is have a bit of digger work, as keeps things interesting and a bit different. And yeah, it's better than seeing it parked up, that's for sure. New Holland F4 is in the shed. It was out there yesterday doing a bit of whole crop, but other than that, not much happening, as they're waiting on second cut to begin. The that's about it. The side of shredders are parked up as well, but all the other tractors and they're at hay and round bales and straw. So other than that, another week or so we'll see second cut again. Another machine coming out of the yard, Crone Big M Mark II. I think he's off to mow a bit of hay, bit of kind of chancing it at this stage, as if he wants to get good hay, he will need about 3 or 4 days, and hopefully there won't be any rain in another 3 or 4 days. But he's off to mow a bit of hay anyway. And that's it for this side of the farm. Let's see what's going on elsewhere. There's a good bit of action for all I know.
Kicking it off over here in the main village. Livestock is doing alright. Nice bit of grazing left on it. As you can see, grain is a go. So we have a Dites with a grain trailer moving through the town, and it's cutting a bit of winter barley, and it's coming back from unloading the grain, heading back to the field. Into the town. The town is fairly busy. And just over here, we've Ian in the John Deere 6930 and the John Deere teleporter on the back of the low loader. So what's going on here, guys? They took a field for straw, and Ian just has throw up the teleporter, and then he'll unload it and he'll fill it up with bales and come back for the teleporter. But yeah, there's a good few bales for it. Ian baled it recently as well, so it's all ready to go. Moving in to the dairy farm. We've the contractors here in their John Deere 7430 230 series, milling it down the road. He's just getting a loan at the Abbey. Well, he's emptying the tank for Robert and the field they cut for hay last episode. They're just emptying the tank and getting all that slurry onto it. So Ian parked the 8210 and he hopped in the 6930 and he's gone. 8210 with some yoke in the baler. There was some roar out of it with the PTO on. Ryan is in the 8560. He's just ready to go. He's going to start bringing the bales over to the low loader while Ian loads up. So yeah, there's some operation. He's just waiting for this slow lad to get out of the way. Over here we've Robert, the main man himself, in the T6020. He's just changed a few of the flails on the hedge cutter, and he's doing a bit of emergency hedge cutting. So he has to just kind of open up a few gateways for visibility reasons, so it's okay to cut this time of year when it's for visibility. Robert was doing his research, so he's off, and he'll be back. Digger's all parked up. The windrower is parked outside. It was greased up there just this morning. Over here, we've contractors moving through the road with the big John Deere 210R and big New Holland square baler. That is some outfit. Nearly the width of the road. Moving on over here, we've the New Holland just coming down the road. The boys normally in the quarry in Agricode, they normally kind of open up the New Holland, as it does be only going about 10 kilometers an hour all the time. So it's a 40k teleporter, and he's just gonna go down the road for maybe 10 minutes and get her up to full speed. Over in Agricode, it was busy this morning, but it has quieted down. There was a few lads getting in fences and barbed wire and a load of different things. Fertilizer. Moving down to the pit, we have the black New Holland T7 and NC. The Doosan is loading it up. The contractors are off. They're doing a laneway for a farmer, and they have a digger over there, big JCB digger. And yeah, they're going to get that done. There's maybe 6 or 7 loads to be got. Then everything else, the Volvo and the Doosan are just parked out of the way for the minute, and so the JCB, just to move out of the way so the New Holland can load some size of a tractor. That's it for around here in the dairy farm and this side of the farm.
So thanks everybody for watching, guys. It's been a pretty exciting episode, as it's nice to see the harvesting going on, a bit of a change from the silage season, although second cut won't be long till they're back again, possibly next episode, but for now anyway it's harvest time, and nice to see the loads coming out of the fields and all that, and straw being baled. But let us know, guys, what was your favourite part of this episode. I think for me it was probably the combining, but it was nice to see all the action in Robert's farm as well. Let us know, guys, in the comments below.
Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.
And please like, comment and subscribe.